Hi, my name is Charlotte and I'll be looking after my group's video for this week. So this week we had our milestone 3, and also we really honed into what our whole entire concept is and have started drafting out what that actually looks like, both content wise but also like physically, like design and that kind of thing, and what the actual next big steps will be to progress our project. So firstly, we did get a new member, which is really exciting. So now we're a group of 5, which is awesome. And then as well as that, I thought I'd quickly go over what our concept exactly is. So it's a 30-day challenge to encourage people to be more environmentally friendly and that kind of thing. And it comes in a little card pack that's really aesthetic. It's very approachable and easy to understand, easy to implement challenges for people to do individually, and also provides them with some deeper kind of content and research on the other side of the card, so that it can actually inform them if they're more interested about the environment and what that actually what that like specific challenge relates to and that kind of thing. Like for an example, a challenge might be, do you actually know where like your nearest recycling facility is, and do you know how to properly recycle? And then it can challenge you to either research it, or it can supply some information and say, this is what you can recycle, this is what you can't recycle, and also give them links to further information so they can read up on that kind of thing. And as well as that, like that kind of initial card set will be kind of to like millennial audience, so like very into the aesthetic, but also who we already know is environmentally conscious and really who are really on the ball with kind of like what the future will be and how they can help every day to lessen their own impact on the environment and that kind of thing. But as well as that, our concept we've spoken about can actually be broadened out to a whole different selection of audiences. So that can be we could have a business 30-day challenge where you can do it internally in like an office, or your small business or your family business, whatever that is. You could also do it in our school package and put it towards teachers and their students and education and that kind of thing, which we think would also be a really good avenue. So this week in particular, we've begun using PowerPoint to outline what our specific challenges are, and also kind of highlight where our gaps are in the research, so that we can provide the challenge, but also can provide the scientific and factual research behind why that challenge would actually have a positive impact on the environment and that kind of thing. So that's kind of been helpful, and it's like one of our major next steps, making sure all our research is sorted and we have all those challenges outlined so we actually have the content. And then on the other side of that, we've also been using Pinterest and doing our own research on aesthetics and color palettes and fonts to kind of get a look into what the physical concept would be like. So we've got a couple of palettes in mind, whether that's going to be like our kind of green, peachy, very like on trend, like pastel colors, that kind of thing. Or also we could do like different blues, which kind of still has that natural environmental feel, but also aligns with the BZE branding and that kind of thing. So we've got a couple of ideas that we want to narrow down, as well as that we've been looking at fonts that are most readable and also like most popular, and align most with like the brand, so it's like educational and informative, but also like on trend and aesthetic and appealing. And then as well as that, with our milestone 3, we've drafted up our timeline, which has been really helpful because it's also made us realize like where our gaps are and that kind of thing. But also the milestone 3 really helped us to kind of remind each other what our skills are, because you kind of come into it knowing what you can do, and sometimes it feels a bit daunting because you feel like you can bring certain things to a project, but you feel like maybe you're lacking in some areas. So it's been really helpful to kind of be a reminder, like for example, like another person in our group, like we were all struggling to find what would be a great place to, like, if we wanted to actually physically print this card pack, like where it could be. And this other girl has done a project, something similar, and knows some printing people. So we thought, oh, that's awesome. That's like a great connection. It was also something that we found out as we kind of like talked about our connections and our skills and that kind of thing. So Milestone 3 has been really helpful in kind of guiding where we're going to be heading next. But yeah, all things rolling. I'm going to post as well the Pinterest and what our palette's going to be looking like and what we've thought about fonts and that kind of thing. It's all still a work in progress, but I think it'd be a great way to track all of our work. But yeah, cool. That's our little update. I will also share some more information. Cool. Thanks. Bye.